everyone. Today's story is called You Can Do It, Sam. Can you remember the person that writes the story? What are they called? That's right, the author. Today's author is Amy Hest and illustrated by Anita, Jeram. The illustrator is the person that's drawn the pictures in the story. It happened one winter morning on Plum Street, and the moon was still up, making moonbeams and shadows on Plum Street. In the little white house, Mrs. Bear and Sam were baking cakes. They stirred with big spoons, swirling and tasting the batter. They peeked in the oven at the 2 rows of cakes. Golden brown cakes for their friends on Plum Street. There they are. What's this called that they put the cakes into? Well done, it's the oven. Cakes, whispered Sam. I can't wait, I can't wait, I can't wait. Mrs. Bear and Sam waited for the cakes. Now can we go, Mama? Sam asked. Now? Soon, Mrs. Bear said. Soon, Sam. The cakes were not ready. They waited and they waited, and then at last Mrs. Bear sniffed the air. I believe the cakes are ready, said his mum. Can you see what Sam's doing in the picture? I bet lots of you like doing that if you're making cakes with mummy or daddy or somebody in your house. The very best bit at the end where you can have a lick of the spoon. Yum, yum. Mrs. Bear and Sam counted the cakes. There were 12. They tucked them in the bags, and there were 12 red bags. Can you remember how many cakes they made? Outside, snow tumbled on the house and it sprinkled the trees. It powdered the garden and Mrs. Bear's truck. Sam and his mum climbed up into the truck that was green. What can you see in this picture? Tell the person that you're next to if you've noticed anything in there. Well done, yeah, there's the fox. Lots of houses. There's lots of snow on the roofs and on the trees. And I can see a little bird up there too. And one over here. They bumped along in the early light. Just the 2 of them on Plum Street. Up and down to the very end. Our friends are going to love our cakes, Sam told his mama. Of course, Mrs. Bear said. Mrs. Bear pulled up close to the first sleepy house. Here you are, Sam. I'll wait here and you take the cake. All by myself, said Sam in a whisper. Go, 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 said his mum. She put her arm around Sam. What do you think Sam was feeling when his mummy asked him to go and deliver the cake? Do you think he was a little bit scared or happy? What do you think? You can do it, Sam, said his mum. Sam climbed out of the truck, and off he went, all by himself in the snow, waving a red bag and waving to Mrs. Bear, taking the cakes to his friends. What's happening as he's walking along in the snow? What's he making? Sam left the red bag at the door. The sign on the bag said, "A tasty surprise." Then he ran back to the truck where his mama was waiting. "I did it," said Sam. "Well, of course," said Mrs. Bear. Mrs. Bear and Sam bumped along, just the two of them, uphill and down, up and down. At Sleepy House, Mrs. Bear stopped the truck. She put her arm around Sam. "Here I go," said Sam. "I can do it. I'm going to be brave and go and deliver the cake." "Go, go, go," Mrs. Bear said. And off he went, making tracks in the snow, waving a red bag and waving to his mama, leaving one tasty cake at each sleepy door, all by himself. Until they got home. There were 2 cakes left in 2 red bags. Said Mrs. Bear. "For us," whispered Sam. "Well, of course," said Mrs. Bear. Mrs. Bear and Sam held hands on the path to the little white house, and the sun was just sunning up the little white house. "Hello, house," said Sam. They went inside, kicking off their snow boots. Mrs. Bear poured cocoa into cups and they wriggled their toes in their fat socks, enjoying their cakes with cocoa. As their bellies filled up, they took turns telling stories. Stories about a bear called Sam who takes cakes all by himself to his friends, and how much they all loved his cakes. And that's what happened one winter morning on Plum Street. Snip, snap, snap, the story's out, the end. Can you remember how many cakes they made all together? How many, if they kept 2 at the very end, how many did they deliver to their friends? See if you can work that out. See you soon. Bye.